CAGBag? Maybe one or two questions from the CAGBag?
Sure, hit me up. My wife isn't home yet. So.
Really? So what are you saying?
Saying I guess I have a little bit more time because my wife isn't home yet. So when she comes home, I'm just going to wake up.
Right. I hear you.
If she decides to come back home, I don't know. She may decide she's had enough.
Right. At Kofi Jamal asks, should the lower sales of would-be holiday mega hit games this year have companies rethink the holiday blitz tactics? It seems like sales have been sort of low for the big mainstay games that you expect, like Call of Duty, Battlefield.
It's been really weird. The rapid price dropping, I feel, has been more rapid this year. I don't know if it's just perception or reality.
I think it's reality. I think
it real?
Yes.
I think so. I think just the fact that everything was down at least to $40.
Except
Call of Duty was down to $40. That's kind of crazy.
Except for Watch Dogs 2, which took a little...
No, it got down there now.
It got there, but it took a little... They were really holding on. And they did hold on.
They really held on to that third week since launch instead of just 2 weeks after launch.
I mean, I want to say that there were probably 3 games that came out in the last, September through December that I, kind of wanted and held out on. And I got all 3 of those games for $80 total. And that seems pretty cheap.
Oh,
for 3.
Yeah,
it's a little scary, I would say. Like it makes you wonder if it's sustainable right now to be making these games.
I'm hoping that the dropping the price of these games quickly worked out well for everybody.
I was gonna say if sales picked up enough with if Titanfall sold enough at $30, maybe it is worth it. Maybe maybe they're making it back on their DLC. Maybe Dishonored 2 at $30 is the right price for that game. Same thing with, Deus Ex I got for $20. I mean, that game is on sale right now on PSN for $25 digital.
Yeah, it's
cheap
crazy.
Digital.
You're right. It did this year. I think everything was exceptionally cheap this year.
It's very strange, but it just makes me want to wait now on everything.
Which is the problem then.
Yeah, it's like if I see a game's coming out, I'm like, well, I got the day one edition of Deus Ex 3 months after the game came out for $20. It's not such a day one, is it?
I mean, I wound up buying Lego Dimensions and the new Skylanders game for Ty, just because.
So cheap.
The Lego was cheaper than real Lego.
Yeah, well, that game is a year old, but that's still a great price for that.
It was $28 or something, $27.
And you and Ty will have fun just putting that Lego set together.
Yeah,
that it comes with.
Yeah, and I bought him some of the add-ons too. It was cheap. Anyway, cheap. Cheap is good. We like it.
You'll like that game. It's a good Lego game.
I haven't played any Lego game in a while. I've been holding out.
No, you'll like it. It's good. There's a lot of getting up. You have to get up a lot.
So we didn't answer this guy's questions. Should companies rethink releasing all these games, in November? Or
I think there's something to be said about releasing a game in June, July, August that I think has been overlooked. Sure.
Somehow, if they can only figure out,
you have to get the numbers still. That's the thing. It has to be a big enough release that people are going to buy it at $60. Because otherwise, it makes more sense to come out in November and sell a volume of them at a lower cost to make your margins.
And this is why you see microtransactions in the games, because company can feel like, hey, if we can't sell at 60, push them out a couple weeks later at 40. Maybe it's not a total disaster because we got these loot boxes in the game. I saw Call of Duty.
I think that's been replaced with season passes. I think season passes are the new microtransactions. It's more the macro transaction is where it's at. You get someone on the hook.
Dude, they just
You get someone to plop down another $40.
They do that too. I feel like that's sort of on the way out now, though. That's the old way. Now they realize that you get the people into the game and you support it with content like Overwatch, and you can sell loot boxes for a couple bucks, and people.
Well, that's what they're doing with Titanfall too.
Dude, they just patched in microtransactions just like that for the Call of Duty, the Legacy. You know, the old they're adding more old maps to multiplayer, but now there's cosmetic microtransactions for the new Call of Duty game, the old whatever the Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare remaster multiplayer.
People love hats.
I mean, it's addictive.
Yeah, sure.
We can't resist. Just like my back pain.
But is that really the end of the world? If you could get the new Call of Duty and play this story mode that's going to be the story mode for $35, but it means that when you play multiplayer, if you want a purple hat, you have to spend $1.
I don't mind that. I don't really.
I was going to say, is that a bad trade-off? I don't necessarily think it is, at least, especially not for people like us who don't really play those modes that much anyway.
If my two choices are season pass, my three choices would be season pass, piecemeal like maps, or all that shit is free, but we're going to do loot packs for cosmetic stuff like skins and stuff like Overwatch does. I'm going to take the Overwatch method every time.
Yeah, but that's for multiplayer games. What about games like a Deus Ex or not a Titanfall, a Dishonored 2 or a Fallout?
It doesn't work as well there. You can't really. It's harder to work in. Maybe you can.
Yeah, but that's always going to be your season pass style. It has to be when it's single player content.
Well, you could have. I don't know. You could have the multiplayer content with loot boxes, just like didn't Tomb Raider try to do that?
Shoehorned in multiplayer that no one ever plays.
Well,
it was okay in Tomb Raider, but yeah.
I think it's okay in Watch Dogs too. I don't know.
Yeah, not every game can be Grand Theft.
I saw Jim Sterling put out a video like bashing the microtransactions in the Call of Duty remaster, but I don't know. If I'd rather have that than have to pay for the maps for sure.
Did you see how many the credits in that game? How many people worked on that game?
I know, it's like supporting a small town. Hundreds of people, like 400 people? More? How many studios made that game? Like 4 studios?
At
5?
Least.
More? It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Like watching the credits in Last Guardian, it was like amazing like how small that team was.
Right.
Like maybe put some more people on this. Get this done a little quicker.
Titanfall also, I think, was quite lengthy. Credits. Maybe, but I remember for sure the Call of Duty one lasted forever because no spoilers.